iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
I've been doing this a long time. Well, I'll tell you, working the farm, it gets you in great shape for the season. It is hard to get up in the morning sometimes. But a lot of people believe in me. And there's always work to be done on the farm. When I decided to buy a truck, I went to G-Stone Motors. Because first of all, they are nice. I checked. Twice. They got me exactly what I wanted when I needed it. And it came with all the bells and whistles. Those heated seats, definitely a favorite feature of mine. I travel halfway around the world to get my truck serviced. That says a lot. You can buy a good truck anywhere. But finding a team of people you can believe in, now that's something special.
Welcome in here tonight, race fans, to Lanier. The Lanier Raceplex plays host to round number 5 for the 802 G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series. We've been to Lernerville, we've been to Volusia, we've been to Charlotte, Eldora. Now, it's the smallest track on the schedule's time to shine. You see, it's sunny here today. So far, 22 drivers have logged in to tonight's registration here at the Lanier Raceplex. Right now, they are in that Lightning Lardy's qualifying, and currently sitting on the provisional pole is CJ LeVere. We'll let a couple more seconds tick off the timer here as we take a gander here at the Points Championship. So far, it has been 3 drivers that have dominated here this season. Anthony Morano is on top of the point standings, 170 points here for that driver. The driver that is sitting second, well, that is going to be Anthony Roselli. He is sitting second, just 6 points out of the championship top spot. And then it's going to be the man, Damian Ward, who has 2 victories on the season. He has 160 points. Those are your top 3 drivers coming into tonight's feature event. And then it's Logan Wentz, Dean Reynolds, who round out 4th and 5th in the championship overall standings. Looks like we can officially tell you this now, race fans. The driver who will pick up the Lightning Lardy's Barbecue Catering Quick Time Award here tonight. It's the driver of that number 4 here tonight, CJ LeVere, will pick up a Quick Time Award. So congratulations to the driver of car number 4, CJ LeVere. $5 credit on iRacing, going courtesy from our friends over at Lightning Lardy's Barbecue. Gotta try that myself. Love me a little bit of barbecue. You know what I also love even more than barbecue, though? Heat racing coming up right here. Starting lineup for Heat Race number 1, brought to us by our friends over at G-Stone Motors, looks like this as they invert the top 4 drivers of each Heat Race. Heat Race number 1 lines up like this. The driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, driving car number 40. That'll be Josiah Millen. He'll start onto the front row here tonight. To the outside of him, it'll be one of those Brissett Racing Stables cars. This time, though, car number 59. That'll be Stephen Brissett. Back into P number 3 here, that will be car number 11. That is Kelly Wheeler in car number 11. We'll start in 3rd. CJ LeVere, he picked up that Lightning Lardy's Barbecue Catering Quick Time Award. He'll start back into the 4th starting spot with car number 4. And the driver that just made it into registration here tonight, car number 3 out of Texas, that'll be Garrett Brimmer. Back into the 6th starting spot, another one of those Brissett Racing Stable entries. This time it'll be number 15. That'll be Fast Eddie Brissett. Back into the 7th starting spot, it's the Big Show out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. That'll be car number 13. That'll be Kyle Lesher. And how about the driver all the way from Vermont, driving car number 15, the G-Stone Motors number 15. That'll be Justin Stone. Stone piloting car number 15. He'll start shotgun to the field. 8 cars here in Heat Race number 1 is how they look to be lined up, and it is going to be just 8 cars here. So 8 cars in Heat Race 1. Should have 3 heat races here this evening. We're dropped the hammer this time by all drivers getting the word here tonight that they will lock into tonight's feature event. So this is for their starting spots here through the heat races. It'll be Millen and Brissett here leading us to green. Green flag up, 8 laps the distance here in Heat Race number 1. As Millen gets a great start down on the bottom side of the speedway. Battle back there for 3rd. That'll be the 11D, the Fusion Setup Shop number 11D of Kelly Wheeler on the bottom. And then that's the Fusion number 4 as Wheeler going to go back a couple spots into the middle. 3 wide, a little contact there with the number 15. That was Eddie Brissett trying to work his way through there. Millen continuing to lead here early in this one. Battle is for the 2nd spot. Stephen Brissett to the outside. The Fusion Setup Shop number 4. He's Auto Repair number 4. That is CJ LeVere down to the bottom side of the speedway. Good battle here for 2nd. A great battle back there for 6th, 7th, and 8th. That was between Stone, Lesher, and Wheeler. Wheeler and Lesher still continuing to go at it, but we will ride here watching this battle for the 2nd position here as Brissett now will take it, and he sets his sights on the number 40 of Millen. Millen trying to run away and hide on this one, but boy, don't look now. That 59 is fast. We're getting 3 laps to go here right on board with the G-Stone Motors onboard camera with the race leader here tonight of Josiah Millen. Well, Millen continuing to lead. He'll see the popsicle sticks. That battle still raging on. That he's Auto Repair number 4. CJ LeVere trying to work the bottom side of the speedway. Just has not been able to find a way around. Kelly Wheeler just going to sit a quick time last time by. 2 to go for Millen. Can he pick up his first heat race of the season? The white flag is up for Millen. Stephen Brissett going to throw it into turn number 1. Gains a couple car lengths there. Does he have any more time, though? Does he have time? Final turn. It'll be the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, Josiah Millen, picking up his first heat race of the season. It'll be Millen, Brissett, LeVere, Brissett, Brimmer, Stone, Wheeler, and Lesher. Across the line is how they come for heat race number 1. That means another one of those heat races coming your way, courtesy from our friends over at G-Stone Motors. This one has some heavy hitters in it, and they're lined up this way. The driver of car number 7 out of Pennsylvania, out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, to be Anthony Roselli. He'll start there in P number 1. To the outside of him, it'll be the driver that picked up a couple wins this season. It'll be car number 18 of Logan Wentz. 1 win this season for Logan Wentz. Speedy Brissett, last season's champion. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Speedy. He'll start in P number 3. Then it's the driver that has picked up 2 wins. How about car number 32? That's Damian Ward. He back there in 4th. Starting into the 5th position here tonight, car number 75. That'll be A.J. Munger. And how about the driver of car number 883? Bud Molyneux. And car number 883 will start back into the 6th starting spot here tonight. And Mr. Smith, Agent Smith, car number 57. That is Daniel Smith here tonight. He will start shotgun to the field in heat race number 2. So that's your starting lineup here, brought to us by our friends over at G-Stone Motors. Ready to go. 8 laps again on the board. It'll be Roselli, Wentz, Brissett, and Ward, your top 4. Green flag is up. 8 laps the distance. This one has a lot of heavy hitters. You could call this almost a feature here. As you see, Anthony trying to throw a little bit of a slider there on Wentz. Wasn't quite sure. That'll put him into a 3-wide battle back there for the 2nd position. Here comes the number 32. Damian Ward now to the bottom side of the orange Premier setups. That 32 has been fast every week. He has unloaded here on a Tuesday night. And now he's working the bottom side of the speedway. This is one of our favorite tracks here on iRacing for dirt racing because it has a bottom, it has a middle, and it has a top. As, a little contact there. Bud going to get up out of the groove. Him and Speedy made some contact, and now he's going to drop back to the tail. Let's focus back here to the front of the field with just 5 laps to go. Ward, Roselli, and Wentz still continuing to be underneath a blanket. Here's their 3 wide just behind them. Speedy Brissett trying to thread the needle through Munger and Smith, and it's not going to work. He'll lose a spot. We're down to the bottom. Haven't seen a slider attempt here by that number 32. Maybe he's content just rolling the bottom. Now Ward looks like he may have control as they're getting ready to see the popsicle sticks thrown up. They will. It'll be 2 laps to go here at the Lanier Raceplex. 2 laps to go for Damian Ward. Damian Ward has actually 3 heat race wins as he'll pick up the white flag. Logan Wentz going to go to the bottom, see if he can find a little bit of dancing room down there. A slider across Roselli, but it'll be Damian Ward picking up the win. So it'll be Ward, Roselli, Wentz, Munger, Smith, Brissett, Molyneux is how they come across there in our 2nd heat race of the evening. That means there's 1 more heat race left here tonight, and this is how they're grid. This one, another loaded heat race here. How about the front row of this one? Driving car number 7 out of Plattsburgh, New York. This will be Joshua Leclerc in car number 7. To the outside, car number 27. This will be Sean Green. Then the driver out of North Syracuse, New York, the Super Dirt Car Series, number 79. That'll be Dean Reynolds. Back into the 4th spot, another one of those full throttle motorsports. And it looks like this time, though, it's the number 4 of Scotty Riome. Back into the 5th starting position here tonight, car number 32. This will be Anthony Morano. Morano in car number 32 will start in 5th. Jeff Sharp, car number 28, will roll from the 6th starting spot. And how about the driver that's all the way at the tail of the field here in the final heat race of the night? That'll be car number 4. That'll be Brandon Guerin and the Guerin Family Racing, number 4 here tonight. That's our final heat race brought to us here tonight by G-Stone Motors. Let's see who has the hot shoe here in the final heat race. Do you have Leclerc? Maybe you got Reynolds. Sharp? Guerin? You just never know. So what do you say we drop the hammer for another 8 laps here out of turn number 4. Good start by Leclerc down on the bottom side of the speedway. His 358 comes up to speed. He'll lead him down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Santa Claus, though, by Dean Reynolds trying to roll the bottom. He's got a little bit of the... Hey, that's the Grinch on there. That's the Grinch for the number 79 of Dean Reynolds. There you see Santa and the Grinch riding along that Super Dirt Car Series number 79. Is the final race before the Christmas holiday break. So it's the final heat race before the new year. Leclerc using the outside there. Green on the bottom. Reynolds not quite sure where to go. Bunch of these full throttle motorsports cars right snapped up behind him. Brandon Garrett right there also just tagging the tail, rolling the bottom side of the speedway. Reynolds trying to give a little bit of bump drafting there to the new accounting number 7 of Josh Leclerc. Not quite helping either of them out this time by. We're seeing just 3 laps remaining. Everybody chasing Sean Green. There's Anthony Morano just down on the bottom side. Morano got a little contact there from that number 4 of Scotty Rayome. Looks like Riome's going to blink a little bit from his internet connection. He'll come back, but it'll be the popsicle sticks for the driver of the River Meadow, number 27 of Sean Green. Green trying to pick up his first heat race win of the season. Reynolds, Leclerc, and Green here on the white flag. Neither of them have picked up a heat race win. Can it be a first-time heat race winner here? Sean Green for the final time will go into turn number 3. See if he can come out of turn number 4, and he will. It'll be Sean Green, Joshua Leclerc, Dean Reynolds, Anthony Morano, Scotty Rayome, Jeff Sharp, and Brandon Garrett will come across the line in the final spots here tonight. All drivers, remember, do lock into tonight's feature event here. So your 3 heat races we just had there where Millen picked up a win, Warden Green. That was all for a starting position here tonight in our A main feature event here from the Lanier Raceplex. These drivers going to burn the track in just a little bit, but race fans, Christmas time is coming. Do you know where to get your gift for your loved one? There's only one place, and that is at G-Stone Motors. Pick up a Ford today at G-Stone Motors. Have it ready for Christmas with the Big Bow. Actually, I was told they might be out of Big Bow. So many people have been flocking over to G-Stone Motors here the last couple of days to pick up their brand new F-150s, F-250s, 350s. Those Ford Edges also, they have them there at G-Stone Motors. Remember to pick up your Ford here from our friends at G-Stone Motors. We thank them for their continued support here with the 802 Racing Series here, especially here on the dirt side of things with the 358 Modifieds. But you know what? I know you all want to see some of this feature racing, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here for 40 laps of feature competition here from Lanier.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming
G-Stone Motors, our customers know the value of hard work. So we work hard to find them the right vehicle. G-Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome back here to the Lanier Raceplex tonight. Getting ready, just a couple of seconds away from taking the grid here tonight in our 5th feature race of the season right here at Lanier. 40 laps is the distance once we get these 358 modifieds out here onto the racing surface. And you talk about it, and just like that, they give me the cue. They tell me, here we go. This is your starting lineup here tonight, brought to us by our friends at G-Stone Motors. Starting on the front row, he picked up his first heat race of the season win. That'll be the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, car number 40. That'll be Josiah Millen. To his outside, it's the man that's picked up 4 heat race wins. It'll be car number 32. That'll be Damian Ward. Back into P number 3, picking up his first heat race win of the season, car number 27. That'll be Sean Green. Back and forth, the number 59, Steven Brissett will start there in 4th. And the driver out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, driving car number 7. That'll be Anthony Roselli. Back into the 6th starting spot out of Plattsburgh, New York, driving car number 70, the new accounting entry. That'll be Joshua Leclerc. The Heath Auto Repair, number 4 of C.J. Lever will start in 7th, while Logan Wentz in car number 18 will start in the 8th spot. The Grinch himself, car number 79, the driver out of North Syracuse, New York, the Super Dirt Car Series, that will be Dean Reynolds. And Fast Eddie in car number 15 will start into the 10th position. Then it's A.J. Munger in car number 75 will start into the 11th spot, while Anthony Morano, car number 32, will have to come from 12th. 13th spot on the grid, the driver out of Texas, driving car number 3. That'll be Garen Brimmer back into the 13th spot, while Daniel Smith will start 14th. 15th, the Scotty Riome there in the number 4 entry, while Justin Stone will start 16th here tonight. Speedy Brissett, the birthday boy, will start 17th, just sharp into the 18th starting spot here tonight. Kelly Wheeler, 19th. 20th, Molly New in car number 883. 21st to Garen in car number 4, and the big show out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, Kyle Lesher will start shotgun to the field. 22 cars here tonight at the Lanier Raceplex, ready to go. 40 laps of feature competition here for the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series are coming green, this time out of 4. Green flag up, everybody rolling. Contact, birthday boy sideways down into turn number 3. Lap 1 will go to Damian Ward. Everybody that got together back there stayed going. So we stay green here at Lanier. The battle is for the race lead. Is it the inside lane or the outside lane? Millen and Wentz continuing to roll side by side here, is looking them down the back straightaway. It was a dead heat that time. Millen tried to maybe check up just a bit earlier going into 3 that time, see if he could get down closer to that inside wall. Right now running about the bottom of the middle groove for the number 40 of Millen. Damian Ward, though, trying to keep that momentum built up in the premier setups. Number 32, he'll lead that time. 4 laps already in the books. Sean Green is right there. Here comes Steven Brissett, though. A great run to the outside for the Brissett Racing Stables, number 59. Millen trying to get to the outside. Right now is where a lot of drivers are going. Munger, the first driver that is not on the outside. He is back there running into the 10th position. He's got the Grinch trying to go around the outside. Contact! Number 15 of Eddie Brissett going up into the wall. And look at the number 32 of Anthony Morano. He goes down to the bottom side. He saw it all trying to happen out ahead of him, so he was trying to go to the bottom, try and get around all of it in that bottom lane so far. Just does not seem to be coming in. We saw last week that number 32 of Morano down there on the bottom all evening long. That's not Garen Brimmer. Oh, Wentz around. Logan Wentz around in front of the field. It's going to collect Dean Reynolds. Molly New. Looks like Smith also getting involved here. So lap number 8, and that one's going to knock the rear end out of that number 18. We'll see if he can get it to pit road, maybe he can get back out onto the speedway. It looks like he'll have to take the tow. We'll see if he can get back out. Unfortunate issues there for the number 18. Take a look here. Watch the number 18 of Wentz. He was inside the top 10 at the time. Oh, he just caught the catch fence. Nowhere for Roselli to go either. And you see everybody else come really piling in. The driver that's going to take the biggest hit other than Wentz is going to be the 79 of Dean Reynolds. And check this out. Right on board with Reynolds. Reynolds carrying one of those G-Stone Motors onboard cameras. Wentz got redirected right into Reynolds' way. So that's the first caution flag of the evening. That'll bunch the field back up. Everybody was trying to migrate themselves towards the top of the racetrack here. We're ready to go as the truck lights are out on the iRacing.com official Silverado. So we're ready. Wentz, Millen, Brissett, Leclerc, the front 4 drivers. Green flag back into the air. Here we go. Wentz from the bottom to the top right away in turn number 1. He'll take the lead down the back straightaway in the battle for second. Brissett on the bottom side. Millen up top. Oh, Millen going to get a shot in the bars there from the number 7 of Joshua Leclerc. Leclerc got right into the back of that number 40. That allows the 59 of Steven Brissett to get around. A little more contact back there. CJ Lavera working the bottom side. The driver that has the Heath Auto Repair Fusion Setup Shop. Number 4 down on the bottom side of the speedway, and he's actually making it work. Sean Green is up to the top side there. He's going to lose a couple grounds. He got passed by Leclerc. Now he got passed by the number 7 of Anthony Roselli. And here comes the birthday boy, Speedy Brissett. Where did the speed come from for Speedy Brissett? He's already double-digit spots moved up here tonight in our A-Main feature event. So that number 3, the 03 correction, is very fast here for Speedy Brissett. They posted a photo of Speedy here for iRacing. You see the 03 on the side, and then he runs a hobby stock car up there at the Airborne Speedway. Speedy also used to run some modifieds on the asphalt, some dirt modifieds on asphalt back in the day. Says it's just too expensive to get back into the racing hobby. Another one of those drivers that runs a column hobby stockish or a Hornet. That's the number 4 of CJ Lavera, and he's already now worked himself up into the second position. Milling all over the back end of the number 59 of Steven Brissett. Brissett got a little bit out of shape. Millen going to try and go around the outside. Brissett going to throw a block on the 40, and they're going to turn him around. Millen up. Speedy Brissett involved. Molyneux. Caution lights with just 24, 25 laps to go. It's got to take a bunch of them out of contention here. So that took a bunch of the front runners with them. Take a look back. See what happened here inside the top 5. Millen with a great run around the outside. They lock, I believe they got their wheels stuck together there. And everybody coming hard. Sean Green gets involved here. There you see the contact. Everybody up into the wall. Green got turned around, and then Smith, Reynolds hard into the wall, too. Watch this on board with Reynolds in that G-Stone Motors onboard camera. No lift till Brooklyn for Reynolds. See the right front a little tore up on that car. We'll see who's out there as they're coming ready back to green. Green flag back into the air here. Green flag back into the air after that second caution flag of the evening. As Damian Ward continues to lead here. Taking a look, it's Ward, LeVere, Leclerc, Roselli. That's how they are. Two drivers not making it back out onto the raceway. That was Steven Brissett and Speedy Brissett. Millen back out there. You see him, just about a lap down, though. He's going to have to get moving as Damian Ward is right here, rolling the bottom side of the speedway. We talked about this track earlier, that the bottom was going to come in, the top was going to come in. There's going to be a good run here tonight for a lot of these drivers, as you can go just about anywhere to make up some ground. Right now, the driver's down on the bottom side. It's funny, remember early on in the race, A.J. Munger was the only one on the bottom side. He's the only one up onto the outside right now with car number 75. Justin Stone a little sideways back there. Sideways action for the G-Stone Motors. Entry. Stone making his second start of the season. Damian Ward still out front here. See the number 18 also trying to rebound here for Logan Wentz. Wentz being scored a lap down currently here to the race leader. And there is your race leader. So with 18 to go, does anybody have anything left in the bag of tricks here tonight for Ward? Or will he pick up another victory? He's already picked up 2 in a row. So he's got a hot couple of weeks here. Can he go into the Christmas break? We're 16 laps away from crowning a winner here tonight in the 5th race of the season. It's Ward, it's LeVere. Leclerc sitting in 3rd with his new accounting number 7 entry. And then it's that number 7. There you see the House of Speed, number 7 of Anthony Roselli. He is just sitting there. Then Anthony Morano just behind him. How about Garen Brimmer and Kyle Lesher? Both these drivers have to come from very deep into the field. Lesher looks like he started well outside the top 20 here tonight in that number 13, the driver out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. And he's now trying to battle his way inside the top 5. If he can get around Brimmer, that'll give him 6. And then he's got to go get Anthony Morano, who's just a couple car lengths, called about 7 car lengths out ahead of him. Still got time, as there is going to be 13 to go when they cross the line that time. Jeff Sharp just behind them. Then it's A.J. Munger and Scott Rayome. I believe Rayome just got up into the wall. Comes a little bit of a slider here from that number 18. Wentz throws the slider, not a battle for position currently, though. C.J. LeVere continuing to hang on to the back end of that number 32 of Damian Ward. The Grinch is back out there, Mr. Dean Reynolds. He is currently sitting in the 17th position on the lead lap. But look at the 4. C.J. LeVere, absolutely fast, trying to go for the race lead here on Damian Ward. 10 to go, 9 to go at the line, so 9 laps remaining now. Damian Ward knows C.J. LeVere is right there. You're watching the 2 race leaders here with just 9 to go. They'll get 8 to go here when they come back around. C.J. LeVere trying to work a little bit lower if he can in car number 4. Reynolds going to rip the top here. See if that looks like maybe LeVere might be able to trick that 32 into moving up a little bit. Nope. Dean Reynolds going to be on the top side there. That got close that time out of turn number 4. 7 to go. We're going to keep it locked right here. This battle for the race lead with just 7 laps to go is where everybody wants to see. Is it going to be Damian Ward going to victory lane for the 3rd time in a row? Or can C.J. LeVere, the driver out of Plattsburgh, New York, can he come in here and make a statement here? 5 to go. 5 fingers in the air. 5 more times around the speedway here. One end of the track looks like C.J. LeVere is good down in 1 and 2, but it looks like Damian Ward might be just a little bit quicker down in 3 and 4. C.J. going to try that middle groove, see if he can get a good run off of 2, and it looks like he's going to slip off 2. So all that for naught. He rolls it real deep into 3, getting real close to the bars there. 3 laps to go. A lot of wins here on iRacing for Damian Ward. A lot of wins with the Hornets, with CJ LeVere. LeVere's competed down at the Bristol Motor Speedway on dirt. Some days he'll slap the asphalt tires on and melt the slicks, and he'll go run that car on the asphalt. Tonight, though, it's a 358 modified here on dirt with iRacing. Ward this time looking for the white flag. It's the final trip around the speedway here tonight. Round number 5. Who is going to be the winner? Damian Ward slips that time out of turn 2. One final ditch effort here for CJ LeVere. Final trip through 3. And it will be Damian Ward going to victory lane 3 in a row for the Premier Setups number 32 of Damian Ward. It'll be Ward across the line, LeVere, Leclerc, Roselli, Morano, Kyle Lesher, Jeff Sharp, Garen Brimmer, Scott Riom, and Sean Green is how they will come across the line. There you see tonight's feature winner here tonight at Lanier. He'll pick up his 3rd win. What a way to go into the Christmas holiday. If you're not going to buy a truck over at G-Stone Motors, I guess you might as well go 3 in a row here at Lanier. He'll park it up against CJ LeVere there. Both drivers giving clean races here tonight. We're taking a quick step away here from Lanier, and we'll be back with your post-race show brought to us by our friends over at G-Stone Motors.
I've been doing this a long time. Well, I'll tell you, working the farm, it gets you in great shape for the season. It is hard to get up in the morning sometimes. But a lot of people believe in me. And there's always work to be done on the farm. When I decided to buy a truck, I went to G-Stone Motors. Because first of all, they are nice. I checked. Twice. They got me exactly what I wanted when I needed it. And it came with all the bells and whistles. Those heated seats, definitely a favorite feature of mine. I travel halfway around the world to get my truck serviced. That says a lot. You can buy a good truck anywhere, but finding a team of people you can believe in, now that's something special.
Welcome back here, race fans, to Lanier after an exciting 40 laps here in round number 5 tonight. The drivers of the top 3 positions here ready to speak to you, race fans. So what do you say we head down trackside right now and start off with the driver that has gone 3 in a row, Damian Ward, the Premier Setups. Entry here tonight, you've got this car set on go because nobody has touched you in the last 3 races. 4 races this season, you've picked up heat race wins, and now 3 races you've picked up feature wins in the series.
Oh man, that number hurts a little bit. I smoked the wall at Volusia, or else I think I had a good shot. But things happen. It's all about driver right now. It's very this track tonight was very slick from bottom all the way to the top, so you really had to be very gentle on the throttle, and CJ was way better than me on entry, and I don't think, if he would have figured out his exit, I don't think I had anything for him tonight.
You talk about the track being slick here. This track, we've seen it migrate a lot. Comes in on the bottom, then it goes to the top. Here tonight, though, it seemed like the majority of this feature was right there down around the bottom. Did you expect it to stay there or migrate back towards the top of the speedway?
I mean, once I got in warm-ups and I realized the gear that we had, I really thought that we were going to be on the bottom. I was just chipping out a little bit too early to be running the top, and I think if we had a little bit more gear, it would have been I think it'd have been a little bit better of a track surface-wise, I guess. I think there would have been a lot more cars on the outside. Just running out of RPMs there at the end of the straightaway was kind of killing everybody.
Well, you might have ran out of RPMs virtually there, but boy, that right foot tells us It's got a lot more left in it. How does it feel, though, to pick up 3 wins before the Christmas holiday? I'm looking at it, I think you might still, you're going to probably be second in the championship standings leaving tonight. What do you take into the new year then?
I mean, all right, let me figure out how to work this. All right, sorry. We had a rough 2 first weeks for sure. Definitely these past 3 weeks I've been able to show how good of a driver I am. There's a lot of talent in here, and it's really fun to race with these guys. Some from the real world, some from the iRacing world. Everybody from all over the place. It's a lot of fun, and some of the names in here are really sweet to run with. I mean, Josh Clare, that's a big name for Devil's Bowl. CJ's always been a big name on iRacing, and you got Dean Reynolds, Anthony Roselli, Morano. There's a lot of raw talent in here, and I think it puts on some of the best shows.
Well, you put on a heck of a show once again here, Damian, picking up the win. So what do you say? We roll the red carpet out, and we hand you the microphone, and you tell us who makes this car as fast as it is here tonight.
Man, I gotta thank the guys over at Premier, and I gotta thank the guys over at No Mercy. They're a lot of help, just helping me become a better driver. I've had a lot in the past few weeks of just testing with some of my guys and figuring out how these cars really, really work. I gotta thank Nick Ham for the beautiful wrap. This thing is absolutely stunning. I gotta thank you for putting on the stream. I gotta thank Rob and Dean for putting on this whole race. I got to thank all the people watching, and I got to thank everybody that's racing in here for such clean, hard racing. It's kind of fun.
His car is bright orange, race fans. It makes it easy to see out there onto the racetrack, and maybe a little bias on that colors, as, I love the orange color. But hey, Damian Ward here tonight picks up his 3rd win of the season in feature competition. Who finishes second? Well, it's none other than the Fusion Setup Shop Devil's Bowl Speedway. He's auto repair number 4 of CJ LaVere. CJ, a very fast car there at the end of this one. You're able to get into the corners a little bit better. You got up underneath that 32 late in this one. You just were not able to seal the deal.
Yeah, about halfway through, we found something. We hit the line, and we moved up real quick and closed up on Damien, and we got to his bumper, and we were better on entry, but I couldn't get anything off, and I could have gave him a little bumper, sure, and pushed him up and maybe got a run, but I didn't want to do it that way, and the way everything's been going for us this season, a second place is like a win.
Coming into the night, still in the top 6 in the championship standings. This one should propel you into the top 5. Lanier, though, a track we only see twice on the season. Do you like the track, and are you looking forward to coming back?
Yeah, I like the smaller tracks, believe it. I don't really like the bigger ones, so when we come back, I hope maybe it'll be the other way around.
What do you like so much about these small tracks here, these bull rings per se on iRacing?
They slick off better, and then it becomes more about throttle than the actual speed and driving it in. You gotta work the throttle, or you're not gonna come off.
Well,
we lack tonight.
Yeah, you worked it here tonight. You propel yourself onto the podium here. You had a great battle there with Damian Ward at the end, a very clean one. Both these cars looking like you can just roll them into the shop, maybe dust them off for next week and bring them right back out.
Oh yeah, we definitely are ready to go for next week, but with the holiday, I think we got a week off, so we'll do some testing, that's for sure.
Well, nothing wrong with little fun runs over the holiday. Maybe we'll be able to get the old sim rig behind me dusted off, and you can show me how this number 4 is so fast. But what do you say? I know there's some people here that really help you out to make it as fast as it is.
Well, I got to thank my longtime sponsor, Heath Auto, of course, and Devil's Bowl and Airborne Speedway. And recently, Fusion Setup Shop jumped up on board as a sponsor, and we'd like to welcome them aboard, and we'll see how things go. We also got to thank G-Stone Motors for sponsoring the series. We appreciate everything they do for us.
There you have it. The driver of car number 4 here tonight, CJ LaVere, will pick up another podium finish, and that leaves just one more person on the podium, and that is the new accounting number 7 of Joshua Leclerc. Josh, a really kind of uneventful night for you here. You just kind of hung out there around that 3rd, 4th, 5th position, and late in this one, you come home, P number 3.
Yeah,
Didn't really have anything for Damien or CJ. They were on the throttle a little better than I was. My entry was a little slower than I had hoped. I guess lacked side bite, so to speak. Just overdrove the car a little bit, so they ended up driving away from me.
What did you need here? Were you hoping maybe a late race caution to bunch this field back up to give you another crack at those top two that kind of had checked out on the field?
It helped. I found something towards the end, kind of towards the middle. There was a very thin line of bite that I was catching, and then it seemed to be reeling them in a little bit, but it was too late.
A little too late here for you. It's been a kind of an up and down season so far for this number 7 here with the 802 Modified Series. It's either been you've been here on the podium or you had some rough luck. Did you think this track was going to be the one that would turn it around?
I'm pretty good at Volusia and Lanier. I struggled at Volusia here a couple weeks back, but those are usually my stronger tracks.
When we come back from the Christmas New Year holiday, we head to a new track that we haven't seen so far this season. What do you think about heading to the sprint car capital of the world with these 358 modifieds?
I think Knoxville will be pretty fun. I haven't raced there in a series, but some of the official races, they're pretty racy and pretty fun, so we should have a good time there.
Well, we look forward to seeing if you can knock down the boards there and maybe get one of those, throw a little bit of clay over there at the Casey's General Store across the street at Knoxville. So what do you say? I know you got some new sponsors this past season on this number 7.
Yeah, I've got to thank New Accounting, A&S Pool Water, Misfire Motorsports. They do a ton for me. Crash Palace, Speed Equipment, Woodard Marine, Fox Shocks, Bicknell Race Products. Just the whole works.
Well, the whole works here tonight helping Joshua Leclerc. He'll finish P number 3 here after 40 laps in round number 5 here at the Lanier Raceplex. So, again, it was Damian Ward picking up the feature win here tonight with C.J. Lavere hot the trot right behind him. Joshua Leclerc finishes 3rd. Anthony Roselli, Anthony Morano, 4th and 5th. Kyle Lesher picking up the biggest mover and shaker here tonight at the dance. The driver out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, picks up 16 positions after starting at the tail of the field here tonight. Jeff Sharp in the 7th spot, Garrett Brimmer in 8th, Scott Rayome in 9th, and Sean Green will come across the line in the 10th position here tonight. A great race at Lanier, but unfortunately it has come to an end, and that means it's the end of 2023. That's right, the racing schedule does not pick back up here on a Tuesday night until January the 2nd, and that's when we head to the sprint car capital of the world. The 802 G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series rolls into the Knoxville Raceway. That's on January the 2nd. So a couple weeks off to spend with your loved ones, race fans. You don't have to hear my ear-bleeding voice for a couple of weeks. Isn't that so great? But I can't wait to see these racers back. Maybe some of them going to get some sim racing upgrades from the man that they call Santa Claus. But while we are headed off into the break, remember there is one place that you can buy your loved one a present this Christmas season. That's over at G-Stone Motors. They have the Ford of your dreams. If they don't have it, let me tell you something. They can order it in for you custom spec to what you need to keep you rolling down the street. We got to thank our friends over at G-Stone Motors for their continued support here with the 802 Racing Series here on iRacing. So race fans, they support us. You need to support them. That's G-Stone Motors, located in Middlebury, Vermont, your certified Ford dealer. But race fans, with everybody from G-Stone Motors, everybody at 802, and all of us here at the Turn 3 Racing Network, we hope you enjoyed tonight's show here from the virtual Lanier Raceplex, and we hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays, and we will catch you in the new year, race fans. So everybody stay safe, and we'll see you in Turn 3.
Everybody has some kind of a hobby, and it seems that mine was collecting stuff. I've got to the point where I've had to get rid of some of this, and G-Stone Motors, they didn't take anything in trade. I'd trade my Caterpillar D4D bulldozer for a pickup. I think it's great service for people to trade in something. The G-Stone Motors team is a great group of people that I would recommend to anybody.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.